Hello there. The Artemis 2 is at the moment of filming literally going into a loss of signal as they are on the dark side of the moon. And I wanted to use this moment, and I'm guided to use this moment to channel about all of this. I'm gonna ask the Akashic Records of the Artemis Space Mission, of the moon, and of the Earth. I opened all of them, and I'm going to channel right now about it. I'm gonna ask, like, what is this about? What is the importance of this? What's the spiritual importance of this? And how can we, you know, is this a sign for the future? Is this what is going on here? Simply. So enjoy, sit back. I will share the complete channel with you as I'm receiving it, and let's see what comes out. Dear Records, can you please shine a light on the Artemis Moon mission and what that means for humanity and for Earth? Please allow us to get clarity on why this is an important moment in our journey, in our story, in our history. And please give us anything we need to know about the moon, about Earth, and about this mission that can help us. Thank you. Dear soul, thank you for joining us and asking these questions. The Artemis mission is the beginning of quite an advancement in your evolution when it comes to your perspective on Earth, on the moon, and on many different layers of what it means to live. Now, on many different layers is a vague term. What we truly mean with that is that humanity will be at this moment in the beginning of an emotional development, a relational development, a physiological development, and simply an increase of awareness in many different ways. And next to that, there will be an increase in understanding of the moon, including new material being discovered, including beautiful new craters and mountain landscapes, and unexpected different forms of terrain that simply was not seen before like this, and for some cases even completely unknown. There will be different colors and phenomena on the moon discovered at this moment, and that will just be the beginning. Just like there are still new species discovered on your planet, there will be a lot more qualities of your moon being discovered in this and future Artemis missions. But what is even more important than all these new qualities is actually the purpose and the function of the moon and your perspective towards that. Most humans currently are connecting the moon with the tide and with the cycles of life, and that it creates a magnetic and feminine pull. But the moon is so much more than that. That's actually one of its secondary functions. You will discover the main functions. And one of them, for example, that we have the permission to share, is that the moon is a huge protection mechanism for Earth. In way greater amounts than the atmosphere, the moon can almost be seen as the bodyguard of Mother Earth, catching a lot of incoming projectiles and debris. And that's what the astronauts right now in the Artemis 2 and in the later Artemis missions will definitely come home with. They will come home with a surprise of how different the other side of the moon looks like. It is like on this side, your Earth side, you will see almost a smiling, soft face, while on the other side, the face is a complete warrior energy, protecting, that feels rough and strong and powerful. So it literally had two faces, and they look quite differently from each other. Not just because of the light, but because of the train and of the many different phenomena that will be discovered. But what is even more important than the discoveries about the moon and the relationship of the moon and the earth is your relationship with Mother Earth and with Moon. Yes, your personal relationship. Now, why is this much more important? These astronauts are carefully selected, not just to be astronauts and do the mission very well, but also because they are great communicators, they are great visionaries, they have great hearts, and after their missions, they will also be able to share their knowledge and their experience with the world through speaking tours, books, and other forms of sharing. Now, this is their life mission on Earth. And we ask each human to listen very carefully, both with your ears and with your emotions, on what they are saying and what they are discovering about life, about Earth, about humanity. Because in their words and in their experience lie a couple of great keys to truth, to salvation, to unification of Earth and its species. Their message will have the potential to end wars, which is powerful. But not only the ending of wars is possible, also a complete harmony with Earth as a planet and all of its ecosystems, including species that are coming back from extinction, both in sea and on the land. And many other phenomena can happen when the Earth will feel in harmony. And the best possible way we can describe this dynamic is that of your body. You all know the feeling when your body is inflamed or infected with a virus. You all know how that feels like. Or when your blood is polluted by toxins. You all have experienced that. Now, currently, humans are polluting and inflaming and intoxicating the blood and the skin of Mother Earth. Now, you also have experienced in your body moments of vitality, of great strength, of great joy, of radiance, of feeling that you can take on the world. That's when your system is working in harmony. That's when your system feels vital and alive. Now, Earth also has a mode of feeling vital and alive. But humanity is testing her in that sense. Now, she has so much love for each and every human that it will take a while before she truly starts kicking in. But with the potential of the message of these astronauts, you will be able to be a ripple effect of this unification. And you will change yourself from a cell that is polluting and inflaming Mother Earth to a cell that is truly making her feel alive and vital and strong again. And by you doing that, you inspire others to do the same. And especially because now you have a recent experience of an outside perspective, you will be able to base your own talks and sharings and events and whatever way you use to share your wisdom and your gifts with the world. You will be able to include their perspective and what they said about all of this back to you and your audience. And this has a huge impact on humanity. This ripple effect should not be underestimated. So listen closely to their words, because you applying the message of these courageous souls into your life will have a huge impact on how you live life for the better. A very positive, vitalizing impact of more connection, more vitality, and more harmony. But that will also inspire many others. And that is one of the reasons why you are here. To apply these for yourself and to inspire others by your example. But what is also of huge impact and very underestimated, because humans are not aware of this fact yet, is that this mission is very different than the missions that have been completed in the late 60s and early 70s on your time space. Even though they look quite similar, you should take into account the technology and the conscious improvement on your planet. 1972 is a long time ago for you. And because of that, this comes with new Earth technology. Every human on the planet can live stream this astronaut journey. And because of this live streaming effect that is done by millions on your planet, and then of course another many millions will see people that have watched the live stream and will see it reflected in media, a huge amount of humans are affected by this event. And you can see that as a lens, as a being, a huge being watching one thing through a lens, a focus of collective consciousness looking at the same thing. And when that happens, it comes with an increase of huge proportions. For example, it will increase your technology of space traversal and land traversal. It will increase your communication technology. It will increase your conversations, your perspectives, your psychology, your emotions, your relatability. And it will also prepare you for extraterrestrial encounters and communications. All of this will increase your awareness in great amounts. Now we have a special message for humans that work in the technology field, in the traversal field, and especially humans that are innovating both on a science level and on a technical level. You will do Earth a great service and humanity a great service to search for different ways of traversing without fossil fuels, especially in the field of quantum mechanics and the field of anti-gravity. There are huge moves to be made in the next decade that will make this Artemis mission one of its last fossil-fueled missions. Next to that, anti-gravity will bring you, instead of multiple days to the moon, in a couple hours to the moon, or in a day to Mars. So if the big companies and the many scientists will include anti-gravity into their programs and to their development, there will be so much improvement to be made. We see that the companies that will adopt anti-gravity the earliest and fastest will greatly outperform the rest and will revolutionize the whole aerospace and space traversal. If anti-gravity is a new word to you, we would love to explain it in a little picture. Allow yourself to visualize a nice bubble in the form of a living room. Now, this living room can have an adjustable gravity. It can go from normal gravity that you have on Earth all the way to zero gravity, weightlessness. And just like a thermostat, you can change that inside the capsule. But also, the outer capsule will have its own gravitational pull controls. And those gravitational pulse controls can go into the opposite direction of Earth's gravity. So instead of having a pull that is 9.81 G, you can set a pull of minus 20 G, while the inner capsule stays at its inner thermostat. Just like you're currently doing in your current technology with pressure and oxygen and all kinds of things so that you can breathe and still be in outer space and have a natural climate inside your capsule. In that same way, with anti-gravity technology, you will be able to control these things. That is going to be great fun, because if you go minus 20 G into the direction of the moon, you don't need any rockets. It will just go like light speed. And for humans that are very interested in extraterrestrial encounters and are sometimes wondering how these spaceships move in such weird formations and patterns, that is because they are using the technique of anti-gravity. So if a scientist or technician interested in spacecraft is listening to this message, we highly recommend to put your energy and effort on anti-gravity and allow that to become the new technology of space traversal, air traversal, and many other applications that are possible with this. Dear ones, We covered a lot of different ground, and at the same time, we are not able to allow many more things to say. Who is not allowing us? The laws we abide by are not allowing us to tell more than we currently have told you. The Artemis mission is the beginning of many different missions that will all uncover different things. The highest impact that we see will be Artemis 2, Artemis 3, 4, and 6. And these impacts will have all different levels of conversation and consciousness expansion that comes with it. The more humans watch, the more the planet allows itself to be unified again. And that is something you truly need in this moment. But next to that, we are not allowed to say these things because we do not want to interfere with the joy of discovery, the joy of finding out new things, the joy of seeing new colors on the moon and on Mars, discovering mountain ranges, discover deep valleys, and different minerals and materials never seen before with the human eye. Yes, we can say all of it and what is up there, but we will rob you from actually finding out and discovering it for yourself. And that joy and that journey is so much more important to us than just saying everything out loud, where it's up to. So you can be rest assured, we left many discoveries for you to discover. And we want to thank you for tuning in to this Akashic wisdom. We hope to give you a wider perspective on why all of this is happening and show you the potential that this event can have on yourself and on humanity. Know that you are in great hands. Know that you are completely supported. May this bring newfound joy, hope, and unity on your planet. We salute you, dear one. So, those were the Akashic Records. This was very special for me. I didn't expect many of these things to be part of this channel. They covered quite some ground here. And it feels so magical to experience this moment. I'm gonna go back to the live stream right now because I think in 10 minutes we will have radio communication again. So I'm gonna go back to the NASA live stream. I'm very grateful that I can experience this together with you. And yeah, if I just listened, when I was on the back seat of this channel, I was like, oh my God, there's so much beautiful things that we can discover, so much things that we will learn, so much new technology that will come out of it, and I'm all here for it. So I hope this channel has found you well, and I'm really curious if you can share in the comments what came up. And what do you feel with all of this? What do you feel with this mission? What do you feel with this transmission? I'm really here to connect and to experience this together with you. So your comments mean a lot. And I would love to reflect and have conversations with you here down below this video. And I see you in the next one. Let me know if you want to hear different channels on different aspects of this. Because I'm continuously developing my channel abilities and use me. I'm like a jukebox. You can request some things and I might play these songs if it's also aligned and I get a yes from the records. I will definitely pick those up and do a channel for you. So put those things in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you like this stuff. It's quite late for me, as you can see by my eyes. I'm gonna go back to the stream of NASA. And yeah, much love, everyone. Bye bye.